Alexa. I'm the assistant editor here at ReadyMade, and we are with Mason, Jennings, and crew. They're in Des Moines tonight to play a show at People's Court. They're finishing up the last leg of their tour of Blood of Man, and they decided to grace us with their presence. So,
who the other band members are?
This is Chris Morrissey, Jacob Hansen, Brian McLeod. Brian plays drums, Jake plays the horn flute, and Chris plays the tambourine. Chris plays the bass. You play the flute horn.
what is the...
It's guitar, electric guitar, and tambourine.
Also known as the flute.
He's being hazed because he's the new guy.
I'm sure. Yep.
Well, me too, that's why I'm
Yeah,
interviewing
exactly.
Okay, so, Mason, I read that your Blood of Man album is more the DIY approach, and since ReadyMade is also under that category as do-it-yourself, I just wanted to kind of get your feeling about what that means to you and why you decided to take that angle with your album.
Well, it just kind of started, like, I have a place out in the woods of Minnesota that's it's a house that I go to where I write music, and I was going out there and I thought, oh, I should record some music out here just for demos, and I got a computer laptop and just 2 microphones and started making these recordings. And then after doing that for a few months, I just really fell in love with the spontaneous sound of the record and or the recordings, and listened back to them and thought, you know what, I guess I could go into a more proper studio and redo these songs, but I think when you do that, you lose some of the spirit of creation and some of that, I don't know, some of what's missing in a lot of music today. Some of that feeling of inspiration, So I decided to go with that and have it be like a rougher sounding record, but have that spirit of first take energy and something that was made at home, and the spirit comes through. I think that's kind of why I chose to do it. It's like there's the spirits in it, and I kind of just thought that's probably the most important part to me in these songs is the spirits.
How does that translate on stage since you played every instrument yourself with a full band?
Well, what I did with this is I made sure that I got people out here that I really love and that I've been friends with and that know me as a person, so that they can interpret the music in a way that I feel like I can just trust them to do what they feel is best for the music. So it's the same kind of approach, on stage it's like get people together that you love, that you really have confidence in their abilities, and then feel like let's create something new and expand that seed of creation that happened out there in the woods from when just me, and have it happen live in front of all these people at a show, and have it be like the same kind of idea, spontaneous, once what's it called, unique experience that only happens once, and then it never happens again. It's an exciting process.
And this is for everyone. Since this album is such a departure from previous releases, how do you feel your audiences have adapted to it? This is your largest full band that you've had, and I just am really curious as to see.
Chris, you first.
Well, we tried it as a trio first, and because it is such a new sound for Mason that we didn't really know how we were going to approach it. We knew we were going to get Brian and myself back. We have been playing off and on with Mason for about 6 years, 7 in your case, and it just the trio didn't quite fill out the sound that was on the record, and so we all knew this guy, and as he got a little hazed earlier, but we're all really happy to see him. Very excellent guitar player, and I don't know. I mean, it's definitely different, and I think the fans have. I think the fans love the songs. I mean, they're all songwriter fans, and they're in my opinion great songs. So they've respected. You're welcome.
So there's 2.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Are you finished?
I'm done.
Okay. You were talking about it being a departure from previous albums, and basically the hardest part of this whole process has been coming up with a cohesive set list to sort of make the night flow in a way that doesn't intimidate or confuse the audience, and so that's been sort of the most daunting and time-consuming part of this whole project. But now I feel like we've found it, and we're we're presenting it in a way that makes sense overall with all the material. So,
do you have a different set list for each evening?
We've been trying to. Jake, you answer that one.
No, we don't. We labored over our current set list, or our current favorite set list, for basically 2 months of playing shows every night, trying to tweak things, and now we have it to a place, and we only have 3 or 4 more shows on this tour. So I think we might try a new one out tonight, maybe, and then after that we're gonna go back to our the one that we've come up with that we really like.